Wife not allowed to watch this. It details expenses that she is not aware of.
First of all, the bike is nice and light. It's got plenty of power, um, and it handles dirt really, really well. But there's a few things that are a bit limiting. One is that there's nowhere to carry anything. So my first modification was to put these racks on, about $500, and I can tie either my giant loop or my soft panniers onto that. It's a bit of a challenge to not block this fuel filler. The other thing I did was one of the first things I did when I first went for my first ride, very windy, so I put on a screen, and it looks a bit sort of dorky, but it does the job. The other thing that looks a bit dorky is these hand guards here. So they're a modified Bark Busters frame with, I had some Triumph 800, Tiger 800 hand guards there, which I bolted onto those. They look a bit dicky, but you know, they do the job really well. I would like to get some double take mirrors, but I couldn't afford it, so I got some El Cheapo rip-offs, which are okay, but they have the advantage in that they can move. Quad lock for the phone. The other thing what I've done is put on a B&B bash plate. There it is there, because the standard is a plastic bash plate, which is pretty useless. The other thing I did was I installed some crash bars. I'm certainly not the world's best rider, do fall off, and these protect radiator and stuff like that. What else have I done to it? Oh, what's this?
You can get it riding, you can get it sliding, you can get it rolling.
The height is really quite high. So what I did was I cut the seat down recently. It's something I've done. So it's a lot. I took about 3 centimeters off this. I'll put that I'll put a little shot of me cutting not cutting, but preparing to cut the seat. And that's made a difference of about 3 centimeters, which is... Right, so this is me getting on the bike. I've got to really kick my leg up over there. And now with the cut down seat, I can comfortably get my feet on the ground, whereas before, I was tippy toe. So this means that when I put my stand out on rocky ground, I can actually push the bike right over now and get the stand out comfortably. Whereas before, I couldn't tip it over far enough to get that stand clear of the ground. So I've dropped it quite a few times, just simply trying to get on and off the bike. Which is really, really good. Oh, the other thing I forgot to mention was wings exhaust. Makes the thing sound half decent, and it runs a lot cooler. I've done a few other things as well. I've put in a O2 eliminator, which freed up the engine quite a bit. And if I'm going on a decent sized trip, I'll put a safari tank on, which just means I've got to take these off and basically take that and the seat off and put your safari tank on. It gives me, instead of just having 12 litres of fuel, gives me 26 litres all up. A bit more, 26 litres all up. Gives me a range of over 500 k's. Before about the safari tank, that's it there. I mean, this is the front of the tank. rear of the tank. It looks huge, but when you go and have a look at it, she's very thin. Okay, so it looks like it holds, 30 litres or something.
You can get it sliding.
Unbelievable. But it's only 14 litres. And the seat basically goes up through there. So to attach that, I simply just use, where is it? I simply just use you can see there I've got a quick fit, or a quick snap connector, which means I can take it off and on fairly quickly. A little bit of work needs to be done to that, so that all I'm required to do is put the 2 bolts on here and just simply 1 bolt on both sides there, and the tank's installed. That's where I'm at the moment. I need to come up with a better system than these things here. Oh, my toolkit. Yeah, you keep propping up everywhere. I'll put you over here.
This concludes all the modifications that I did on my bike. The next couple of videos will look at some more enhancements that I plan to make.